What are the foundational requirements for better health? This is a topic that you should be paying attention to because your patients are dealing with this every day, except they don't know about it. Your job as the doctor is to guide them to that place. But what is your framework for discussing better health with them? Like, how do you approach it? If you have no framework, you are going to struggle. Now, you might have downloaded some template from your software, but is it enough? Is it actually going to get results? And you can know this by looking at the results that your patients currently get. Generally, including my patients, I have found that patients do not get great results. That 12 months from their care plan, nothing has changed. Nothing. Maybe there's a little bit of improvement here or there, but most patients will have continued in the same trajectory that led to their health problems in the first place. So what needs to be in place? Well, the first one is a willingness to actually own what is going on for that patient right now. Like, what are the facts about their health? What's their weight? What's their height? What's their numbers like? Their blood sugar? Where are they at with their exercise? How often do they track their exercise? How often do they look at their diet? Actually getting real about where they are right now is a requirement. And you might say, why? Why is this an important thing? Well, it's important because if they are lying about where they think they are, it's going to be very hard for them to say, okay, this is what needs to be changed. If they say, I don't drink alcohol, and yet you look at their results and they've got a gamma GT of 194, it's like, well, what's going on here? Are you drinking or are you lying? Or is there another cause for the raised gamma GT? So if they're unwilling to actually tell you what's going on, then you might go out looking for causes that are not relevant. Why? Because they were unwilling to tell you the truth. But once you've established where they are now, which is the first step of the framework, the second step is to open up a vision for them for where their health could be in 12 months' time. Where would they want? What would they want for their body? What would they want for their mobility, for their flexibility, for their strength, for their capacity to do things? Perhaps there's a sport or a walk that they've been wanting to do, and right now it's impossible for them. They're simply too overweight or too obese to do it. But in 12 months' time, it could be possible for them. But some things are going to have to change. But in order for them to even know what to change, they need to have that vision of where they're going, the direction. Just like for passing the exams. When you first sat down and went, you know what, I'm going to pass these exams, that moment you have not passed them. And then having that vision of having them passed. And that opened up for the work to be identified and done. It's the same with our patients. But 12 months, it's too far. It's too far away for most people to stay committed to the changes that are required in them. And so once you've got a 12-month, now you need to bring it back and say, well, if we're going in that direction, what needs to happen now? In the next 4 weeks or in the next 12 weeks? Depending on how much attention they've got. And given the current state of the world and the epidemic of ADHD that we're seeing, I'd probably choose 4 weeks. In 4 weeks' time, where could you be that would take you a little bit towards the 12-month target? And during each week, what needs to be done? Do they need to start walking? Even if it's just a kilometer, 15 minutes, up and back, stopping, breathless, but done every day, they will improve. Bring awareness to their diet. What are they eating? Does it need to be tracked? Is there obvious things that need to be changed? Setting those steps in place and then the review at 4 weeks come in and we see where they're at. Did they do what was required to get them to that next place? And if they did, guess what? They get to build on that momentum. And the wonder of exponential growth can begin. That from that place in 4 weeks, again, looking at where they are in reality, what is the real numbers, the real situation they're dealing with, and then looking for that 12-month vision again, which is now 11 months out, and setting another 4-week stretch. Doing the work, hitting the 4 weeks. Now, this means they've got to come in every 4 weeks. But if they do not, then they will just continue to loop in the same health problems that they have at the moment. In order for new results to turn up, there has to be a transformation in their mindset. And when the way that they think changes, then the actions that they do change. The habits begin. And continue this process every month for 12 months. And the miracle happens. Do you know what it is? They reach that new vision. They reach that new vision. And their health has been transformed. It is no longer the same health that they had today when they first showed up. The problems are resolved. And some problems might continue. And it's like, hey, I hit target A and I hit target B, but target C was beyond me. It's like, okay, well now from where you are in 12 months' time, looking around, what do you see now? Where do you want to go now? And then beginning the process again. Most people will not do this. Most people will just continue to suffer the poor health and the consequences that eventually roll up from that. You see, in the moment, it's easier not to do any of this stuff. Not to set the 12-month goal, certainly not to look at where they are now. But eventually life provides a wake-up call. And whether that is in the form of a heart attack or a stroke or diabetes or cancer or whatever it is. And at that point, instead of having great results and a transformed health, they get to deal with the regret. You can't do the work for people, but you can provide the framework for what must be done in order for them to get great health results. And you, my friend, you must know how to do this for yourself. For you cannot lead others in things that you will not do. They will call you out. They will see that your weight has not changed, that your flexibility has not changed, that there are no new sports in your world. For me, surfing has finally opened up. After 15 years of trying, it's finally opened up. And am I a pro surfer? Oh my goodness, by no means. But I'm getting there. I'm getting better. I'm not going to be a pro surfer, but the art form has opened up. And I am a new person because of it. You can have this too for yourself and the patients that you lead. If you want some help with this, head over to GraduateMedicine.com, go through the Clinical Certainty program. And I look forward for you to learn how to do this for yourself and for your patients so that the health of all of us rises and we end the health problems that are plaguing our society right now. All right, that's all I got for you. I'm going to go hang out with my kids. Got my son heading off to work. Got Splendor in the grass here at Byron Bay. It's all happening. Hope you have a great evening. Catch you very soon.